My name's Andy from GMS Home and Garden. I'm a landscape gardener by trade. I started a landscaping company about 2 years ago, which was an interesting turn of events given my previous background. Wanting to work outside in nature, in the daylight rather than being stuck in an office. And as the weeks progressed and the jobs became more and more involved, a lot more sort of landscaping as opposed to sort of cutting grass and bushes, it sort of brought up this emotion of fear, which was quite an irrational, illogical fear of worms. Now, it's something that, until I started really digging into the ground and sort of getting into the more sort of heavy duty sort of work, that these feelings sort of came back to the surface, which stemmed from what I believe was when I was about 5 or 6. My older brother and his friend found a dead squirrel that was obviously decomposing with worms and maggots and all sorts sort of coming out of it, and obviously my older brother, being my older brother as they do, chose to torment me about it and sort of chased me around with this squirrel on a stick sort of thing. And so I was looking online at this phobia and to sort of see what I could learn from it, and I found Russell's website. It was fantastic, some of the work that he'd done with people, some of the phobias or the problems that he'd helped other people overcome. He's been a fantastic help. I can't sing his praises enough because he's made me feel so relaxed about it. And obviously through a series of sessions, we had sort of 4 sessions, and going from how I was at the very first session to even the sort of second and third session, to the point of actually being physically able to hold a worm in my hand, which is something that I would have never dreamed of, by the first session. It's I'm able to focus on my work rather than worry about what might be involved in that. Am I going to stumble across a worm or maggots or millipedes or whatever you might want to call them, and it's certainly advanced my life to the point now where I can take on bigger jobs now, and I'm confident in my ability to actually do the work without this sort of residing thing in the back of my mind that if I come across a worm, and my client stood next to me, am I going to panic and sort of, heart racing and make my excuses to go somewhere else,